Hey guys. It's that. Cassie found something here. It's the size of a nickel.
Buffalo nickel. Give me the fufu juice.
Oh! I gotta keep digging some more here. Let's see what else we can get. I found myself a bucket lister. I got a crotal bell.
It's a weedy.
You found a weedy?
Yes.
Sweet. A Walking Liberty 1943 half dollar. Oh my god, it's freaking gorgeous. You got an Indian? Oh my god, Cassie got an IHP. Needless to say, I am a happy camper. Good morning, everybody. I am at yet another new place nearby as well, just down the road from the last place I found the gold rings and stuff at. This place is, like most around here, pretty trashy. Somebody is setting fireworks off down the road in the middle of town, it sounds like. Either that or there is one hellacious gun range down there somewhere. I don't know. Speaking of gun range, I just found myself a 308 cartridge at a little park kind of in the middle of town, or on the edge of town here. In the hole here, there was also a 3-inch 410 caliber shotgun, fairly modern. It was plastic casing. Found another signs of all modern stuff, but we're gonna power through. Behind me was supposed to have been a ball field back around late 50s, early 60s, so not finding any evidence of anything right now, but we're gonna keep going and hope for the best. Well, still finding modern stuff and junk, but this was interesting. This was about 2.5 inches down. What I call a carnival style lighter. I don't know anybody that really carried a lot of these. And you don't see them these days really at all. Everybody uses disposable stuff or vapes, but bygone days, that's probably 1980s. Maybe back into the 70s, but probably 80s. My glasses are fogging up. I can't see. I think this place just proved something. You never know what you're going to find. You never know where you're going to find it. I just found silver. Let's show you. Right there, you can see it. I think it may be just a rosy. Let's find out. Yep, looks to be just a rosy. It's a 1957 rosy. I'll be danged. And that was not the greatest signal in the world, actually. I thought for sure I was just digging like a penny or a bottle cap or something, but I will definitely take that. Yet another one of these. I have found probably 10 of these so far. A few more and I can start my own armory reloading shells. Holy cow. I'm going to be weighted down with these things. This was a really, really crappy signal. Just bouncing high all the way. But I got myself a wheat sand. Look at that. See what year it is. I think it's 50 something, but no, this is an older one. It's a 20 something. Holy cow. 1920 even. Well, hang on, I can't hold on to stuff. 1920 even. Nice. And it wasn't that deep. That was maybe 3 inches. All right, I think once again I prove you don't know what you're going to find or where you're going to find it. I had to tone, I almost live dug this because it was so solid, but it was shallow. It was only showing about 3 inches or 4 inches deep. It was a 33, bouncing up to 36, but averaging about 33. I think I might have a silver ring though, a big fat sucker too. Let's take a look. The ants do seem excited about it, but look right over there. Look at that. That does look silver, doesn't it? That is definitely silver. Look at that. I can almost guarantee that that is silver. It's very small. We have a tendency to call these kids rings, but I do not believe these are kids rings. This is either a small lady's ring or a toe ring. And I'm betting I'm going to find a marking, and there we go. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. Sterling. We got us a silver ring. That's a nice one, isn't it? That's a beauty. Very pleased with that. This place is junky, but it's panning out. And to think, when I got here, with all the junk I was finding, I was thinking I'm going to leave pretty quickly. It's only 10:37, so I've only been here about an hour and a half, hour 40 minutes. I might stick around for a little while. Nice, I'll take it. Alright, I think I have myself another wheat scent here, don't I? It's hard to see the back, but yeah, there's a wheat scent back peeking through. This one again was also super shallow. I don't see a date there right now. Yeah, I do. I can't tell what it is for the sun, but I see it. Or the way, 45. It's a 1945. So we got us a 45 wheat cent. About 2 inches down, if that. Keep going, see what we can find. Yay, got myself another wheat cent here. See if I can see what year this is. This is a 1956D. These keep getting newer. That's not, I don't want that. Let's get older. Let's get on some Indian heads or something here. We'll keep going a little while longer, but I think I'm almost done with this place. Look at how deep my pinpointer is. I am back at the place where it's next to a creek and there's a lot of garbage. I just found another one of these bullet casings that deep. It was coming in pretty good, just not, 100% sure what it was. The numbers were a little bit off. I would decided to dig it anyway. Holy cow, that's deep. I was hoping for something better than that, but well, let's take what we get. Okay, yes, this is a very, 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 very junky place. Did I say very? But even so, you can sometimes pull out something cool. And this is cool. A whistle. When was the last time anybody actually saw a whistle? The Acme Thunderbolt, made in England? Is that what that says? I think so. I mean, this is not a Cracker Jack toy, I don't believe. This is a real deal whistle. This is sweet. Let me get a brush on it. I think it says Wilson on the side. Really? Let me get a brush on it for a second. Alright, on the top, this is Acme Thunderer, made in England. And on the side it says Wilson, made in England. It is a bit crooked. Does look like it's been hit, but I think it will clean up well, and we may still get a whistle out of this. I'll catch you when we get home and we'll find out. This is a cool find though. This was worth the trip just by itself. You don't find stuff like this. I'll look this up, but I think this is probably mid-century. All right, so this site has me somewhat confused, I have to admit. There's so much trash here. I just got through digging like a plate this big around, like 6-7 inches around. That was probably 18 inches deep. You start to learn, because if you try to start like the signal, like my mouth right here, if you hear it start go beep 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 beep, and then when your coil passes beep 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 and it stops, then you know it's a small target. But this one was extending from here to here, so I knew it was a large target. I decided to dig it anyway and see what happens. But there's a lot of those out here. So many of those. There's like whole aluminum cans, Vienna sausage cans, whatever, And then every once in a blue moon, when you're tired and you think there's nothing else worth it. I did find the whistle though just a little while ago. You find something like this. I think I have a silver dime. I think. It was pretty deep too, probably 7 inches plus. Let's find out. That's it right there. And then this soil is wet. We're near a creek, so it's constantly wet. It's black, it's stained. I don't know what it is. I think it might be a merc dime. Yeah, that looks like the back of a merc dime, doesn't it? Yeah, it's a little bit stained there, but we got a merc dime. and I think it's a 40 something, 45. Is that what that says? 44. Jeez, 44. Always with the 44s. So, get my zoom level down to normal. We got us a Merc dime, and I'm kind of just heading toward the car and was just about to leave for the day. So, really glad to find this. And I got me a nice whistle and a Merc dime, possibly to finish off the weekend. Well, once again, that was some rather unusual metal detecting, I have to say. I found some unusual stuff in some locations I really didn't expect to find anything. And the one location next to the creek there just continues to kind of surprise me and keep me guessing as to whether I should even go back or not when I think, oh, this place just has so much garbage and it's so difficult to dig here, and there's items that are so deep that have such good signals, and you dig them and they turn out to be cans and stuff like that. And then you get things like that whistle and a Merc dime out of there. Well, it's a lot of work for that stuff, but it's some cool stuff nonetheless. So, and then the other site, I don't know that I'll be going back there. Ooh, it's 8 o'clock. I should be out detecting. I don't know if I'm going to go back there or not. I didn't find anything all that exciting, and just piles of ammo. The pile of ammo that I've got here is just a fraction of the ammo signals I got. I got so good at figuring out what was an ammo signal, I stopped digging them. So it may have been some other stuff down there, but I would have come away with probably 20 or 25 more cartridge casings, and I didn't need that. So let me show you what we do have. Some pretty interesting stuff, and I don't remember exactly which side I got everything at. This was a super heavy piece. It is... You listen to the way it hits that table. That sucker is heavy. I think this may be an old brass knob or handle to a car or something of that nature. It looks like just the end of the handle is broken off here, and this is where it went under the shaft of whatever it turned. Heavy piece though. I mean, it could have been part of something mechanical too. It's very heavy, so will not be keeping it for any reason, but interesting. An old tire weight. I think this is just part of a fencing material, but that ring, when it's a ring of metal like that, it rings up, no pun intended there. So good. This thingy, I don't know if this was a hold down piece of some sort or what it is. Some clad. I found that one spot there next to the creek, there's a lot of little pieces of barbed wire in there like this. So that might have been fenced off area at some point for some reason. Little bits and bobs. That looks familiar. I don't know what it is. This perfect example of part of a square nail. This, I haven't checked to see if this is magnetic or not. This may not be magnetic. This could be like a horseshoe nail, although it looks a little large for that, but look how clean and perfect it is. So I like that. This is the copper portion of a copper jacketed bullet. If you see like a lead tip copper jacketed bullet, when it hits the right thing, this is what will happen. The lead will mushroom out of the copper, and the copper jacket just gets left behind. They're designed to stop things rather quickly, and that's what happens. There's some of that ammunition. Got the 1.410 shotgun shell. All these other ones, these are at the creek. You can tell by the different color. All this other stuff came from a central location, or that one location. And we have a random selection of stuff from like a 300 Winchester, a 30-30, a 30-06, and a 30 caliber. And I can tell you the 30 caliber, this thing hits harder than you would think it would, at least on your shoulder. I have an old 30 caliber I got from my dad when he passed away, and It's got a scope on it. The sight is off horribly. I've never bothered to have it sighted in. I really haven't touched it in years now, but these things hit hard when they fire. Got that lighter. That lighter actually is a Windsor Manor lighter by Windsor. Those were made in the 1940s and 50s, so that thing's almost 100 years old. Not expected. This thing right here. Now, I find quite a lot of these simple rings like this, and I don't know if they are grommets. This could be a grommet. It would be to something large. But I find these things a lot of the time quite deep. If you guys can help identify these a little bit better, that would be awesome. I just got through watching an episode of the Stealth Diggers a couple of days ago, where he dug a couple of suspender clip pieces with rings like this still on the clip piece for the suspender. I've never seen anything like that, and I don't know how they were used. I did a quick Google search, and I wasn't able to find anything that explained what these rings are. Again, it was just quick, but if you guys happen to know any more about that or can clue me in, please do so. I would love to learn more about what this could be, whether it is a grommet, although there is no separation there to make it look like it would have been clamped onto any kind of material. I just don't know. But I find, like I said, quite a lot of these. This is interesting. The way it's fluted up at the top right here, cup shape, has a hole and it's hollow. It is rough threaded on this end. If I can get it to focus in on for me here. It's going to be difficult. There we go. It is rough threaded. Those are not fine pitch threads. They're pretty rough threads. This to me looks like the cup end of an adjustable push rod for some sort of early model car. But I don't know what kind of push rod would have had such coarse threads like this, or an adjustable push rod. The adjustment, I would have thought, would originally have been on the valve side, not the valve, but the rocker side, not on the push rod side. So, but that's really what this looks. This looks like a cup where oil would have come through in some way to lubricate this, and there would have been a ball piece that sit in here. So maybe this screwed onto a valve and there was a push rod that went into this and it was adjustable that way. I've never seen it adjustable at the valve stem piece though. So again, if you guys have seen these before or know anything about vintage cars and whether or not this could be a piece off of one, let me know. Now down on the other stuff, I had some pennies that wanted to get older. Of course, I got my 65 dime, my almost silver, but not quite. 3 wheats, 56, 45, and a 1920 wheat. So we were getting closer down there to Indian territory, but not quite. Got that really cool whistle. This says Wilson on it, so it's a little bit later model, but this is the Acme Thunderer whistle. These have been around forever. These started out being made in 1884, and they're still available today and still widely used in sports events everywhere, all over the world. So this is, the Wilson one is a little bit newer. I think this is probably 50s or 60s, maybe later than that, but that's been around for a long time. Got that 57 Rosie. This 44 Merc in that area next to the creek had some really unusual staining. On that side especially. See if we can zoom you in here. There we go. You can barely even tell what that is. You can see the mercury there, but with that staining, it looks like she's ancient or something. And then, yet another ring. My jewelry finds are excellent lately. I don't hunt for jewelry. I don't care about jewelry to be honest, but I keep running into it, and this is a sterling silver ring. Now I say I don't care about jewelry. Let me rephrase that just a little bit. I do care about this because there's a personal connection. This is something that somebody owned as an individual. I don't know if it was just something that they bought as an adornment. This was small. It was probably a toe ring or something along those lines. So I don't know that it had any kind of special meaning. Standard size rings that you would wear on your finger, especially something that has a lot of wear to it. Like I've got a gold wedding band that is worn thin in certain areas of it. You know that thing was worn a long time, and when somebody lost it, even though it was a simple ring, it was missed. It was probably missed dearly. So it is an absolute honor to be able to find and have something like that and keep that memory alive. This I'm not as certain about. I don't think it probably held any real meaning, so I don't care about stuff like this as deeply. But it's still, somebody bought this for a reason, so it's still an honor to have it. So there we have it. I am contemplating going out this morning. There was a heavy dewfall last night, so it looks like it rained everywhere. It's so thick, and that means I'm going to get really muddy. But it's supposed to be a gorgeous day. It's almost 60 degrees, so just a light, long sleeve shirt, and I can go out and have fun. I think I might try that. Just go down the road to a park or something and see what we can see. So stay tuned. You guys have fun. Hope you have an awesome day, and we'll talk to you next time.